Hello guys, this is Prajwal Sethi. Today I'm gonna discuss about the risk management analysis of Amazon Web Services. So, discussing about the table of the content, in this slides we will discuss about the introduction of the Amazon services, the mission and vision, the risk management, the risk planning using 2 into 2 framework, the challenges of AWS, and the risk log and matrices, the recommendations, conclusions, and the references. Discussing the slide 1. In slide 1 we have the Amazon Web Services, the AWS overview, introduction. The AWS launched in 2006 is a leading cloud platform offering over 200 services including computing, storage and databases. The importance of Amazon Web Series services is point to be the cloud computing industry, enabling businesses to scale and improve it rapidly. Serves over a million of global customers, including the setups, enterprises, and government organizations. The key statistics of the AWS is it holds over 30% of the global cloud market share in 2023 and operates in 30 plus geographical regions within more than 100 availability zones. The objectives of these presentations are to analyze the strategic decision contributing to the AWS growth, highlighting the critical thinking and innovation behind this success. Now discussing about the mission and vision, our mission is to offer the cloud operating services that are affordable, scalable, and dependable. The vision of AWS is to use the cloud innovations and technology to empower emphasis enterprises. The strategy of AWS is to pay attention to help the companies develop more quickly and scale effectively. So discussing the next slide, the risk management. The definition of risk management is to process the recognizing and containing organizational threats. So the threats which we have, the risk is the operational risk, the market risk, the security and compliances risk, and the competitive risk. So in the operational risk, we have the high cost. AWS incurs the sustainable expenses in managing and scaling its global data centers, which can affect the profitability. Second one, the service disruptors. Outrage or service interrupts or can damage the customer trust and lead to financial losses. Talking about the market risk, the market risk involves the customer's needs. If AWS fails to adapt its services to meet changing customer demands, it risks losing clients to competitors. And the other one is the economic conditions. The economic conditions downturns or reduces IT spending can slow the adoption of cloud services, impacting revenue growth. And the third one is the competitive risk. In competitive risk, the first thing is which we are discussing is the increased competition. In increased competition, like the competitors are the Microsoft and the Google Cloud are already actively vying for AWS market shares as a competitor. And the other thing is the price wars. To stay competitive in the market, AWS may have to engage in price reductions, which can encore the profit margins. Talking about the last one, which is the security and compliance risk, it breaches the first thing is the data breaches. Security incidents involving the sensitive customer data can severely harm AWS reputation and customers trust. Second thing is the regulatory challenge. In the regulatory challenge, AWS offers the navigating complex global compliances requirement can create operational hurdles in certain regions. Talking about the next slide, which is the seventh slide, the 2 into 2 framework used to analyze the AWS strategic decision highlights how the company addresses various risks based on their likelihood and impact. Uh, Here's a concise summary. The summary of AWS strategic decision using the 2 into 2 framework. The firstly is the high likelihood or the high impact. In this, the risks are the service disruption and data breaches can significantly harm operationals and reputations of the company. The strategy which the AWS can use is to invest in redundancy and the cyber security measures the and measures to ensure the reliability and to protect the customer's data. Secondly, we're talking about the low likelihood and the high impact. In this, the risk factors are the regulatory challenges and the economic downturns pose potential threats. And the strategy which AWS can use is to proactively comply with the global regulations and diversify the customer's base to mitigate the risk. The third one is high likelihood with low impact. In this, the risks are the rapidly evolving customers' needs and competitive pressure from the rivals. And the strategy which AWS can use is to accelerate the innovation and differentiate offerings through advanced technologies. Fourth one is low likelihood with low impact. In this, the risks are the price wars and the high scaling costs. The strategies in which the AWS can use is to maintain the competitive price while optimizing operational efficiently to protect the margins. Overall implications: AWS strategic approach demonstrates a strong commitment to proactive risk management, reliances, innovation, and sustainable growth, positioning it as a leader in the competitive cloud computing market. So the challenges for AWS which AWS can face are the operational risks. The second one is the financial risk, and the third one is the market risk. In the operational risk, there are different things: that the service outage, high risk of disruption, the data breaches, the development inefficiency. In the financial risk, we have the pricing pressures, the capital expenditures, and in the market risk, we have the increased competition, economic downturns, and the regulatory challenges. So, in conclusion, as an effective risk management strategy involves several key steps. For the first is identifying the potential risks across the financial, operational, and strategic compliances. And next, assesses these risks based on their likelihood and impact, prioritizing them using a risk matrix. Develop tailored response for each risk, including avoidance, mitigation, transfer or acceptance, and the document these in the comprehensive risk management plan detailing roles, responsibilities, and actions timelines. Implement continuous monitoring and regular reviews of the plans to adapt for the changing conditions. And in the end, I would like to explain about the AWS. Lastly, embraces the continuous improvement by learning from past incidents and refining the strategy accordingly. Thank you so much. अब क्या बंद